Hello and welcome to Making Money from Financial Spread Trading. I'm Vince Stanzione. In the next 2.5 hours or so, I'll be going through the exact way I trade and invest and how you can follow me. These DVDs form part of a package which comprises the workbook, the members website where you'll find updates, tools that you can use. Whilst I talk about spread betting, or spread trading as I call it, and binary bets, let me be clear. These systems can be used on contracts for differences, CFDs, margined FX, financial futures, and of course, buying and selling shares via a broker. Regardless of which country you're in and what your trading style is, you can use this course. I've got students in 109 countries and broker contacts all around the world. The workbook has a list of suggested brokers you can use, but you can use any firm you wish. If you need help opening an account, then please get in touch. I'm also not here to sell you software. You can use any program you wish. I'll show you ShareScope today, as it's fairly easy to use and it's well priced. You can also use the course to mix and match. Maybe you've got an ISA or a SIP where you want to have longer term investments. And then you can also have a spread betting account with shorter term investments. As you'll find with our time together, I'm very down to earth. I cut through all the jargon and I tell you what happens in the real world, not what some textbook tells you. You know, I've been trading now for over 28 years. I have a very good track record and reputation for providing support and being approachable. Okay, with that, let's get started, and don't forget, the same slides I'm using, you've got them in your workbook. All right, so there's an abundance of opportunities. You know, you sometimes hear people say to me, oh, Vince, you know, the good old days, we can't make money today like we did. That's rubbish. There's great opportunity to make money from markets going up, going down, and even sideways. So get that out of your head, that there's no opportunities anymore. Also, it's a global market, and I'll talk more about that as I go through. Let's say there's a chance to make money in all markets, you know, not just going up. Most people are just conditioned that, oh, what's good to buy? I'm going to show you today how we make very good money from things going down. You know, back in 2007, 2008, I did very well from the banking crisis where a lot of people were losing money. Nice thing about this business, there's no staff. You can be a one-man, one-woman band. There's no tax on financial spread betting. There's no big red tape. There's no offices required. There's no commute. And you can literally be anywhere in the world, as I am. So with an iPad or a laptop, literally, that's all you need. There's no selling. There's no multi-level marketing or getting your friends involved. So, you know, there's a lot of good advantages. It's a low startup capital business. You know, right now, the limits for you to open an account are much lower. Back in the old days, you would need thousands to open an account, but not anymore. Today, with £1,000 or about $1,500, you can certainly get started. It's a long established and reputable business. As I already said to you, I've been doing this for 28 years. And, you know, markets have been around a long time. These are established companies. They're licensed companies that we're dealing with. So it's not a fly-by-night, get-rich scheme. Results can be achieved within days. So, you know, sometimes when people open a business, they open a restaurant, they have to wait sort of 3-4 years before they break even. Well, you know, investing and trading, of course, we can have longer term trades, but really our results can be seen very, very quickly. So that's a nice thing. Now, there's one thing we've got to get into our head. And as I say, I don't necessarily do what everybody else does. And that is, the more you work, the more you earn. Now, I'm sure you had the same with me, and I came from an Italian background, and it was like, you know, son, you work hard, the more hours you work, the more you make. Well, that might be true in a lot of businesses, but with investing and trading, we have to be careful, because sometimes the more time we spend, we make less. And that sounds crazy, but it's true. And as I go through the presentation, I'll explain that. So be careful about making this into a job. It's not necessarily a job, you see. It's about results, not about the amount of time that you actually spend sitting watching a screen. You know, you could spend 16 hours a day watching a screen all day. I can come in, do what I have to do in 20 minutes and go. And that is all you need. Retire at 65. Well, you know, most of us are living longer, which is great, but many people by the time they're 65 will realize that their pensions are nowhere near what they think they are. Nice thing about trading and investing, it will give you a chance to continue to earn income into your later age. So, you know, that's something that you need to think about. Your number one goal is lifestyle. You know, it's all very well making lots of money, but if you've got to be stuck to a screen for 16, 17 hours a day, then what's the point? You're making all this money and you're going to end up in a grave. So what I want to show you today is not about grabbing the whole 100%. It's about maybe grabbing 80%, and don't worry about the other 20%. Let somebody else have it. It's just, absolutely not worth it. So it's a lifestyle issue as well. It's not just, I want to trade every market and, oh no, I missed an opportunity. So what? There's always going to be more opportunities that you can take anyway. So what's my aim of the program? Why are you watching this? What can I do? How can I help you? To teach simple investment and trading techniques that are going to take you no more than 15 to 20 minutes. I'm not going to make you into an investing genius. I'm not going to teach you every single thing, nor do you need to know every single thing. And as I say, as we go through, I'm going to explain a little bit about the 80-20 rule, and I'm a big fan of the 80-20 rule. And as I say, I want to show you how to make money through good times and bad times. There's a lot of people that will say, oh yeah, I can make money when share prices are going up or markets are going up. Great, but how do you survive in the bad times? Because like it or not, we're always going to get cycles. We're going to get up cycles, down cycles, and it's important that you learn how to go through, those cycles and still profit. So another point I want to talk about today is, regardless of where you're based, a lot of people watching this in the UK, some people watching Australia, many times we gravitate to our own market. So we sort of want to trade UK shares. Personally, I mainly trade US shares. It's one of the biggest markets. So it's a global marketplace. I don't want you just to concentrate on your home market just because, well, that's what everyone else does. Sometimes there's far better opportunities elsewhere. I also want to talk about currencies or foreign exchange, FX market, commodities and indices as well. I want to show you how to beat professional fund managers. A lot of the time, the so-called fund managers that you see on some of these business channels, you might think, oh, they gave a great talk, but a lot of these guys, they don't beat the market. They don't beat an exchange traded fund or an index. I want to show you basically how you can beat these so-called professionals, because many times the little guy has more advantages than the big fund because you have flexibility that they don't have. And also, remember this, who cares the most about your money? You do. Nobody cares more about your money. If you don't care about your money, well, then you've got a problem. So putting your money with some fund manager and thinking that they're really going to look after it as well as you are, that's not going to happen.